make the most of your time here in Qatar. It's a very hospitable environment here where you have a lot of time to improve your talents, to learn new skills, upgrade your knowledge, and following the rules and the regulations in the state, because we have to observe them and respect them.
Hello and welcome to the show called Ambassador of the Month, where we celebrate cultural exchange and diplomatic excellence. Well, today we are at the Embassy of Philippines, and it's an honor and privilege to connect with the Ambassador of Philippines to Qatar, His Excellency Mardomel Melicor. We would love to welcome you on FM 107. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Nazia. It's our pleasure to host you here on your regular series of featuring embassies in Doha.
Your Excellency, will start with diplomatic relations. So how would you like to describe the current state of the diplomatic relations between Qatar and Philippines?
We have excellent diplomatic relations with the State of Qatar. In fact, we have had already 44 years of bilateral relations with Qatar. Very early on, when it was formed, we also started sending workers to Qatar, so it was important to have an embassy in Doha. And in fact, last year, His Highness the Emir visited Manila, and this year we had political consultations also in Manila, and joint meeting on our labor working group in Doha. So these are examples of excellent relations with the State of Qatar.
Your Excellency, how would you like to define the role of the Filipino community here in Qatar contributing to the country's development?
Every time we meet with Qatari officials, they always acknowledge the role that Filipino workers have played in developing Qatar. And I think being the sixth largest expatriate group in the country, we have indeed played early on an important, substantial role in the development of this country. When we arrived, I arrived in January, people were telling us that the skyline that we see at West Bay, that was not yet there 20 years ago. So our workers have been very much instrumental in bringing this up, of course with the help of all other expatriate groups as well. But we are strong in the service, we are strong in the professional groups, in accountants, we have engineers, we have architects, all these professional groups needed for really speeding up the development of a country.
What cultural exchange or events have helped strengthen the ties between the two countries?
We have had several concerts before, because this is easily transported. You know, the language of music knows no boundaries. Even if you don't understand the lyrics, music has a language by itself. So I think we are strong in that. We have had several cultural groups visiting Qatar. We have also art exhibitions before. So these things add towards bridging the ties between Filipinos and Qataris. Actually, our sports organizations here are also very much into that. For example, biking or Zumba. These things, I think, demonstrate to the Qataris how wide and varied our sports activities are.
Very well said, Your Excellency. So what Filipino culture do you believe that it actually resonates with the Qatari society?
Certainly, and very clearly, it is the family, the concentration on family values, togetherness. That is very Filipino and also very Qatari. So I think on this score, we have a very clear overlap. The same values of having a closely knit family ties and caring for each other in the family. That I think is a bond which binds us both. In fact, I have encountered many officials, Qatari officials, who grew up with Filipino nannies.
Yeah, yes.
So they tell us that they can even speak some Filipino language, some words themselves. They learned this as children. And there was even also an incident where a Filipina nanny was sent home, but then the daughter, about 6 or 5 years old, could not concentrate on her schooling. So the parents had to bring her back. And you could see it the way she was running in the airport when she saw the nanny. So there is this tie that binds together Filipinos and Qataris when it comes to familiar relations.
Very well said, Your Excellency. And Filipino community is very well known for their warmth, their love, their hospitality. Your Excellency, now coming to the workers section, so what steps are to be taken by the government and of course from the embassy side in order to upgrade the training and the skills for the Filipino workers, keeping in view the Qatar's evolving industry demands?
We are aware of these evolving demands, and we are aware that Qatar wants to keep abreast with modern developments. And so we are also poised very well to upskill our workers so that they are not left behind. Our migrant workers department, during the latest visit last month of our Secretary of Migrant Workers Affairs, he mentioned that in his meeting with his counterpart, Labor Minister Almari, that we are interested in upskilling our workers. For example, I'll give you a clear example because we are tops in the healthcare sector, that we have workers who are not nurses but who are almost there because they finished the nursing education but they didn't pass the board exams. So it is important for us to scale them up so that they could meet, for example, the migration requirements of modern Western societies. It's getting older. There is more need for elderly care, for example, or in the case of computer personnel, there is the AI revolution. So we need to make them, keep them abreast of what's going on in the AI field. So these things are being supported by the government to keep our workers abreast with what's going on abroad in the whole world.
Your Excellency, what is the role and how would you like to define the role of the embassy in enhancing the support for the welfare of the overseas Filipino workers?
We have what they call a one country team approach. So all government works in a what they call whole government approach. So each government agency, for example, the Migrant Workers Office, we have the insurance, the OWA, we have the social services, social security system, because many of our workers, when they come here, they don't have social security when they grow old. So all of these together, we have collected them, and we do that on a what they call whole of country approach. And you can see that in our what they call servicio caravans. So caravans for service, where the Philippine government will invite different government agencies who deal with our workers here because they need documents, certificates, and all that. But it's so difficult for them to do it from here. So they bring these government agencies together in one place. We have done it once, and we are doing it again next year to help them if they need any certification, any clearance from the police or from our Philippine Regulation Commission, PRC, or any other office that will grant them these things they need. They can secure them during these caravans right here in Doha.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for sharing valuable insights and for giving your valuable time. Before we leave, we would love to have a small message from your side to Filipino diaspora.
Thank you, Nazia. My message to the diaspora is to make the most of your time here in Qatar. It's a very hospitable environment here, where you have a lot of time to improve your talents, to learn new skills, upgrade your knowledge, and following the rules and the regulations in the state, because we have to observe them and respect them. I think there's a lot of margin for self-improvement and increasing your skills, your knowledge here, so you can use it in the future for you and your families.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you once again, Your Excellency.
You're welcome, Nazia.